What's the deal, everybody? Today, I kind of want to set things straight about these two particular cars. So we're going to hop in the big baby, and we're going to have this conversation while I'm on my way to work. So ride with me real fast. Alright, you guys, so what makes more sense to you? Like, do you buy the new Corvette, or do you buy the GT500? I mean, it's a couple more cars out here that you could buy or whatever. To be honest with you, given that these cars are new, it's, in my honest opinion, it's to the point where you just really need to just wait. Wait on what you want to, like, wait on buying something. If you don't feel like waiting for either the Corvette, because to be honest with you, I will give you my honest opinion. Between the GT500 and the C8 Corvette, you would think that I would go towards the C8 Corvette, being that it's cheaper and everything like that, or whatever. But this is a brand new platform, like an entirely new platform. So this platform can have so many freaking bugs, it's ridiculous. But you have the price margin of the GT500. The GT500 starts off at, I think, $79,000. Jesus Christ, $79,000 for a 760 horsepower Mustang. And it can easily get upwards towards $90,000 to $100,000. And I don't see myself logically buying a Mustang for $100,000 from the factory. And then you guys have to think about this. It's $100,000 from the factory, right? The dealers are still gonna mark that shit up. Like, why? Are you really in a position? Do you really want to be in a position to buy a potentially $110,000 or $120,000 Mustang that you plan on holding on to? That's really not going to be worth anything because all of the new cars don't really hold value. Like, really. Like, for some reason, the market for cars has changed, like, drastically. Like, you can't hold on. If the car is not old, you're not really gonna get a good profit on it, honestly. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, you see people still trying to struggle to sell their Dodge Demons for $100,000. You get what I'm saying? And this car comes $100,000 from the factory. It doesn't make sense, man. It really doesn't make sense. But then you got the Corvette. The Corvette will, okay, if this Corvette is, my bad, if this Stingray holds up to the hype, doesn't have any major issues, the only thing it will do is halfway hold its value. You get what I'm saying? So let's just say you grab the Corvette, probably gonna be around $70,000 with the options that you might get. $70,000 out the door. We're just gonna say $70,000 out the door because I'm trying to factor in everything else, because let's just say it came up to like 66,000 or some shit like that, or whatever. I don't know the numbers offhand. I don't really care. But you stand a better chance if the car is actually right. You stand a chance actually grabbing the Corvette, because over a year or two, it probably might depreciate probably by like $5,000 or $10,000. That's nothing really. But at the end of the day, my point of saying all of this is because value of cars are gonna drop. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna drop. The new cars, they don't hold value at all. There are no more collector cars. There aren't any more new collector cars. Like, the only new collector car that it doesn't even really hold its value. You could probably get what you paid for it, and I think that's like the best thing that you can do is the Ford GT. But can't nobody afford, ain't nobody trying to grab a Ford GT. I'm not trying to say can't nobody afford it, because people wouldn't have never bought it. You get what I'm saying? But it's something that's so far reach, and it's only a rich person's game when it comes to stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So, in my honest opinion, if I had to choose between the two, it would be the Corvette. But that's just going off of the scenario of me buying between the two. For so much cheaper, you can grab one of your dream cars that you always wanted. You get what I'm saying? For so much cheaper than these new cars. And then modify it to be faster than any of these cars that came out. Like, you can grab a GTR, you can grab a Nissan GTR right now for $45,000. You get what I'm saying? And you could probably grab one for cheaper. I wouldn't trust it, because majority of the time it's usually the 09s, and the 09s had crazy transmission issues. But I'm pretty sure if the transmission issue was worked out and everything like that, for 45 grand, that's a freaking bargain. And you can make, if I'm not mistaken, you can make 600 all-wheel horsepower off just a tune. You get what I'm saying? But one thing about the GTRs is that they have expensive parts, like the exhaust. Like, dude, I can't spend $3 grand for an exhaust. You get what I'm saying? You have the GTR. You have one of the most popular vehicles. One of the most entirely popular vehicles that you could ever buy. You can grab a Hellcat. You can grab a Hellcat for under $35,000, dude. And then let's just say you got money down, like my last video. You can get a Hellcat for 30 grand. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the variety of different things that you could buy right now is ridiculous. In my honest opinion, I mean, if you got to keep up with the Joneses to have the newest thing, you get what I'm saying? You go ahead, do that. I mean, it is what it is. I plan on doing something one of these dang old days. My V, oh man, my V, man. I would hate to have to give it up, because like the power that it makes, you get what I'm saying? I know you guys haven't seen me drive it or whatever like that, but I'm very, very particular about my vehicle. Like, I leave it, like, you get what I'm saying? You might say like, oh, you leave it outside, blah 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 blah. I just leave it outside for the videos. and even then, the car is protected. It has what, fucking a 5-year ceramic coating on it, and it's layered. No, what you're not about to do. I'm sorry, traffic. I'm in traffic. It's crazy. But the different varieties in vehicles is better than what it used to be. Like, back in the day, the only thing you could grab that was worth buying was a GTO. Like, back in 05, the only thing you could buy was a GTO that was worth it. And then you had the Corvette, which was still at a high price back then. The Z06, the Z06, let's not even talk about that back then. The C6 Corvette had just dropped, and you couldn't grab those for cheap. Shit, and back then, cars weren't really that much of a bargain. Like, they weren't really that much of a bargain back then. And the ones that were for a bargain, you really didn't want them. Like, it was nothing really good back then. If you want to try to grab something older back then, you would have been settling for like a 195 or 200 horsepower Mustang GT. You get what I'm saying? And back then, that was like the car to have. So it's like, right now is like the best time. If you're thinking about even grabbing either one of the two, in my honest opinion, I would say hold off and grab one of your dream cars. You don't have to be a cool kid just to grab the new thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I still get excited when I see GTRs. In my area where I stay at, all I see is Scat Packs. I still kind of get excited when I see a Hellcat. I get ecstatic when I see a wide body. You get what I'm saying? And these cars are a dime a dozen here, like literally a dime a dozen. The place that I'm at right now, the parking lot that I'm in right now, is full of Scat Packs. Like, grab your dream car, man. Hold off on the brand new cars. You don't need a C8 Corvette. You could grab a C6. You could grab a C6 Z06 for around 30 grand right now. You can grab a C6 ZR1. Now that is an iconic vehicle. You can grab a C6 ZR1. The lowest one I seen was 49 grand. Grab a C6 ZR1 for 49 grand. You can grab a Z06 C7. A C7 Z06 for 50 grand. Why not? Because it's not new? It is new. It is new. You can grab a GTR. This dude almost just hit me. Yeah, figure it out. You can grab a GTR, man. You grab a GTR for 49 grand. What, like, that's it. Like, literally, that's it. Instead of searching for the new cars, start searching for your dream cars. All the ones that you always wanted. The ones that you used to call bingo to. You know what I'm saying? The ones that whenever you went to the car shows, you'd be like, dang, one day I can have this. You get what I'm saying? And that's all I had to say for you guys. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. And I'll be back to you guys with a lot more videos, man. A couple of these talks, man, I have to get a lot of this stuff off my chest because it's a lot of car guys talking for us car guys, and a lot of them don't even really be knowing what they be talking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, like for an example, the C8 Corvette. The C8 Corvette does not make 550 wheel horsepower. Even if it did, it doesn't make 650 horsepower on motor. Remember everybody. It is only 15% drivetrain loss when the engine is in the front. It's more so like 5%. So if the car made 550 wheel horsepower, the car only makes like around like 575 to the motor. So you get what I'm saying? The Mustang GT500, it makes 10. The quarter mile is 10.6. You're gonna have to do a hell of a lot to get that thing down the track at 10 to get it 10.6. There has not been one car to live up to its name of the quarter mile time that they have advertised. Not one. Completely stock from the factory. Stock tires, stock intake. There has not been one car. I can't think of it. If it is, please comment down below and show me. Please show me. That has lived up to its quarter mile time. We don't even really look at 0 to 60 times. Oh, wow. Oh, I got 0 to 60 in 2.0 seconds. Like, dude, don't nobody care. They care about how fast you got down that track. And you saying 10.6, but you just showed me an 11.4 time slip. Oh, but it's 10.6 fast. No, it's not. You got to do stuff to it to make it that fast. You get what I'm saying? My bad. I didn't mean to go off on a rant. But if you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. I'll be back to you guys later, man. I appreciate all you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.